The ITAM Review posed a question on their website about managing vendor statements and online portals, and the question is specifically, does anyone have any recommendations for managing the online portals and license statements from software vendors? In particular, tips and tricks to ensure that they are accurate. Thanks in advance, Martin, being Martin Thompson from ITAM Review. So the Asset Labs response here in June 2016 is sort of this. We're going to offer more of a strategic response compared to the tactical gotchas that are prevalent out there, and there are a lot. The recommendation for managing the online portal is actually a persistent and frequent entitlement baseline determination and review. Too many times, SAM managers access these vendor portals only at a time of yearly reconciliations, if that, and never maintain an offline doppelganger of the entitlements to compare against over time. The reason that you have to do this is that you actually do not control the data seen in your vendor portal. And the vendor's data may not reflect new purchase, an entitlement correction, or even an acquisition or divestiture on your part. So you cannot consider these license portals as definitive or as absolute sources of SAM data. Just like device inventory data, purchase and entitlement data must be reviewed, cleansed, and stored outside the grasp of that actual vendor. The way to do this is to invoke snapshot reviews on a very frequent basis, be it monthly, quarterly, biannual, you name it, to ensure that the previous data is still there, because it can be removed by the vendor, and that agreed upon corrections have been registered from previous audits to anticipate that your purchases that are recent have shown up, and that the vendor has taken into account any changes in your corporate structure, like acquiring a new company or divesting a subsidiary. For the tactical gotchas, though, here's one for the Microsoft MLS statement. Though it's not an online portal, it is a more robust document used in SAM audits. Take a look at the second tab, the organization summary, and ensure that all of your subsidiaries and namesakes are properly identified. Failure to check that may result in Microsoft thinking that you have less entitlements than you actually do. And keep in mind that the ELP is rebuilt from scratch by hand every time you ask for it. And any MLS that you receive this year may not actually correspond to previous MLSs received. We've seen this human error time and time again. For Asset Labs, I'm Steve O'Halloran. Cheers.